Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video, we are going to understand how to notify team on MS Teams for new LinkedIn leads and create Zoho CRM contact. So are you also promoting and growing your business with the help of LinkedIn lead gen forms? Then this video is definitely for you. So over here, I'm doing the same. I'm running a marketing agency, and to promote my marketing agency, I'm using LinkedIn lead gen forms. So now what I want is that as soon as a new lead is received from LinkedIn, automatically with the help of the same lead details, a new contact should be created in my Zoho CRM, and also my team on Microsoft Teams should be notified about the new lead received. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between LinkedIn, Zoho CRM and Microsoft Teams. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So I'm going to create this connection so that I can convert my leads into paying clients. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video, we are going to understand how to notify team on MS Teams for new LinkedIn leads and create Zoho CRM contact. So yes, as you know that I'm running a marketing agency. So as you know that managing and nurturing leads from LinkedIn is essential for expanding our client base. So to enhance our lead management process, I want to set up this automation. So what I want is that as soon as a new lead is received from my LinkedIn lead ads, automatically with the help of the same lead details, a new contact should be created in my Zoho CRM, and also my team on Microsoft Teams should be notified about the new lead with the details. So yes, to do all of this, I have simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of towers free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here, and as soon as we're going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly, but in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account, and as soon as we are going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with the automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as notify team on MS Teams for new LinkedIn leads and create Zoho CRM contact. And then we are going to click on create, and as soon as we are going to click on create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. And now to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So what I want is that as soon as a new LinkedIn lead gen form is submitted, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So for that, I'm going to search for LinkedIn lead gen forms as my trigger application. So I'm going to look for LinkedIn lead gen forms, and as you can see the same, so we are going to select it right over here, and after selecting our trigger application, it is asking me to select the trigger event. So we are going to select it as new lead gen form response, and then we are going to click on connect, and as soon as we are going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your LinkedIn lead gen forms account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection and then connect with LinkedIn lead gen forms. And as soon as we are going to click on connect with LinkedIn lead gen forms, it is asking me to sign in. So yes, I'm going to enter the details, the login credentials, and then we are going to click on sign in. And as soon as we are going to click on sign in, yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our LinkedIn lead gen forms account with our Pabbly's workflow. And as soon as we are going to connect this account, it is asking me to select the account and the lead form. So I'm going to select my account as this only, and then for the lead form, I'm going to select the lead form as sample lead gen form because I want to create this automation for this lead gen form. If you wish to create this automation for any another lead gen form, you can select the same. So you have to select your desired lead gen form right over here. And now after selecting both of this, we are going to click on save and send test request. But before clicking on save and send test request, I'll just let you know that LinkedIn lead gen form is a pooling based application. So pooling based application means that these applications will not check for new data instantly. These are going to take some amount of time to check for the new data received. And over here in the case of LinkedIn lead gen form, this is going to take 10 minutes to check for the new data. So what happens is that as soon as I'm going to click on save and send test request, it is going to capture the last or the latest response made. So now before clicking on save and send test request, we first have to do the test submission so that we can capture our desired response. So what we have to do is I'm going to open my campaign right from here, and as you can see that this is the campaign, but you can also see that this is in draft mode. So I'm going to open this campaign first, and now you can see that this is my ad, and now I'm going to fill in this lead gen form right over here with the demo details. So I'm going to click on apply now right from here, and as soon as we are going to click on apply now, it is asking me for the email address and the phone number. But as you can see that it is not asking me for the first name, last name and company name, because as I told you that this campaign is in draft mode. So if you're running a live campaign, your leads are definitely going to get the option to fill in the first name, last name and company name too. But right now I'm running this campaign in a draft mode, so I'm just going to get the option to fill in the email address and the phone number. So we are going to fill it. So for the email address, I'm going to keep it as demolead@pabblytudes.com. So I'm going to enter it right over here. And now for the phone number, I'm going to keep the phone number as this. So I'm going to enter the phone number, and now after entering both of these details, I'm going to click on submit. And as soon as we are going to click on submit, you can see information sent to Pabbly. Thank you for submitting the information. You will receive the quotation soon. So yes, with this we have successfully submitted this lead gen form, and we have also did the test submission. And now what we are going to do is we are going back to our workflow, and now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, now Pabbly is going to capture the response we made just now, which was the last response. And yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response. Over here you can see the same email address that we entered, you can see the same phone number that we entered, and also you can see that the first name, last name and the company name are entered right over here automatically. We didn't get the option to fill in that because my campaign is in draft mode. So yes, we have received the positive response right over here. So now with this our trigger step is successful. But before moving forward, I'll just let you know that over here it is saying this trigger will check for new data in 10 minutes. So if you wish to reduce or increase this time, you can go on this three dots and then set trigger time. And now you can set the trigger time minimum to 10 minutes and maximum to 24 hours. So you can set the trigger time right from here. I'm going to keep it as 10 minutes only. And now with this we have successfully completed our trigger step. So we are going to move on towards our action step. And now for the action application, we are going to select it as Zoho CRM because I want to create a contact in my Zoho CRM for same. So I'm going to look for it, and as you can see the same, so I'm going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as create contact, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we are going to do so, again it is asking me for the same. So if you have already connected your Zoho CRM account with a Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, again you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then connect with Zoho CRM. And now it is asking me to enter the domain. So it is saying enter the domain of your Zoho account. So to get this domain, you can see that over here are the examples that what can be a domain. So let's suppose I'm going to open my Zoho account right from here, and as you can see that over here is my domain, which is zoho.in. So I'm going to copy this right from here, and then we are going to paste it over here in our workflow under the domain section. So yes, you can see that my domain is zoho.in, and I got it right from here in the URL of my Zoho account. So you have to get your same, and then we are going to click on save. And as soon as we are going to click on save, you can see it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm going to click on accept and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on accept, Pabbly save. And as soon as we are going to click on accept, you can see that we have successfully connected our Zoho CRM account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the lead source. So over here the lead source is definitely advertisement. So I'm going to select the same, and now it is asking me for the first name, last name. So we are going to map this. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected LinkedIn lead gen forms as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm going to give you an example right over here. That over here for the first name, suppose I'm going to enter it as Pabbly Pabbly right over here manually by typing. Then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information and I've entered it manually. But if we are going to map it from the previous response, suppose I'm going to look for first name right over here, and as you can see, Pabbly. So let's suppose that we are going to map this from the previous response, then yes, this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. And now it is asking me for the last name. Again, we are going to map it. I'm going to look for last name, and as you can see, subscription billing management service. So I'm going to map it. It is asking me for the email, so I'm going to enter the email too. I'm going to look for email, and as you can see, demo lead @pabblytudes.com. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the title, department. So as you can see, both of these are not the required field, so I'm going to leave it as blank. It is asking me for the phone, so I'm going to enter the phone number. As you can see that this is the same, so we are going to enter it. And now we are going to move on forward. You can see that it is asking me for many details. So as you can see, all of these details are not the required details, and we don't have our lead information for the same. So I'm directly going to click on save and send test request. If you wish, you can definitely fill those details. And as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, you can see that yes, we have received a positive response that we have successfully created a new contact in our Zoho CRM with the same email and the same details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Zoho CRM right from here and check for the new contact created. We are going to go on contacts, and as soon as we are going to go on contacts, we are going to refresh this. And yes, you can see a new contact has been created, Pabbly subscription billing management services. Over here you can see the email and the phone number that we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this action step, and now we are going to add another action step right over here. So now what I want is that also after the contact has been created, my team on Microsoft Teams should be notified. So what we are going to do is for the action application, we are going to select it as Microsoft Teams right over here. So I'm going to look for it, and then we are going to select it. And now after selecting the application, we have to select the event too. So for that, we are going to select it as send message in channel. As you can see that this is my Microsoft Teams, and I've already created a sales team right over here, and I've also created a channel for same. So I want to send the message to this channel only. So that's why I'm selecting the action event as send message in channel, and then we are going to click on connect again. And as you can see, again it is asking me for the same. So if you have already connected your Microsoft Teams account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection and then connect with Microsoft Teams. And as soon as we are going to click on connect with Microsoft Teams, you can see again it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm going to click on accept and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on accept right over here. And as soon as we are going to click on accept, you can see that we have successfully connected our Microsoft Teams account with our Pabbly's workflow. Over here you can see authorization successful. So yes, after connecting this, it is asking me to select the team. So as I told you right now that I have created a team, sales team, and I want to notify them only. So I'm going to select my team as sales team. So I'm going to look for sales team, and then we are going to select our team as sales team. And now after selecting our team, it is asking me to select the channel. So I have only a single channel, so I'm going to select the same. And now it is asking me for the message I want to send. So I'm going to enter the message right over here. So I want the message to be this new LinkedIn lead alert. We have just received a new lead. Over here you can see name, email, company, phone number, and the rest of the message. So now what we are going to do is over here we are going to map name, email, company, and phone number so that every time we can send a new personalized message. So I'm going to erase these first, and then we are going to map it right over here. So I'm going to look for name. For that, I'm going to search for name, and as you can see, the first name and last name. So first we are going to map the first name, which is Pabbly, and then put a space and then last name. And after mapping this, it is asking me for the email. So I'm going to look for email, and as you can see, email demo lead @pabblytudes.com. So we are going to map it. We're going to map the company too. I'm going to look for company right over here, and as you can see, the company Magnet Brain. So we are going to map it. We're going to map the phone number too. I'm going to look for phone number and map it. And after mapping all of these details, again we are going to click on save and send test request. And as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, you can see again we have received a positive response that we have successfully sent a Teams message on our channel. So I'm going to open my Microsoft Teams account and check that if we have sent a message or not. So I'm going to open my account account right from here. And yes, you can see that we have successfully sent a message over here. You can see new LinkedIn lead alert. You can see the lead details, name, email, the company, and the phone number that we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully sent a message. And also over here we have mentioned that their details have been added in Zoho CRM for follow-up. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow. But I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my LinkedIn lead gen forms, and over here we are going to do another test submission. So as you know that we can't change the first name, last name, and company name, so we are just going to change the email and phone number and do another test submission and look for the new contact created in Zoho CRM and the new message sent to our Microsoft Teams. So I'm going to keep the email as testlead@pabblytudes.com right over here. So I'm going to enter it, and then for the phone number I'm going to keep it as this. So I'm going to enter the phone number too, and again we are going to click on submit. And as soon as we are going to do this, you can see information sent to Pabbly. Thank you for submitting the information. You will receive the quotation soon. So yes, with this we have successfully did another test submission. And now what this means is that LinkedIn lead gen form has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further with the help of the same details created a new Zoho CRM contact and also notified our team on Microsoft Teams about the new lead received. So what we are going to do is we are going to open our Zoho CRM and Teams first, but this time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait for 10 minutes so that we can capture the response and further trigger the workflow. So yes, I'm just going to wait for 10 minutes, and then we are going to open our Zoho CRM and Microsoft Teams to check for the new contact and the new message sent. And now after completing 10 minutes, I'm going to open my Zoho CRM and check for the new contact created. And yes, you can see a new contact has been created. The name is same because my campaign is in draft mode. You can see the new email and the new phone number that we entered, which is testlead@pabblytudes.com. So I'm going to open my Microsoft Teams, and yes, you can see that we have sent a new team message too. You can see the new email and the new phone number that we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. For the trigger application, we selected LinkedIn lead gen forms. For the trigger event, we selected new lead gen form response. For the action application, we selected Zoho CRM and Microsoft Teams because I wanted that as soon as a new lead is received from LinkedIn lead gen forms, automatically a contact should be created in my Zoho CRM, and my team on Microsoft Teams should be notified about the new lead received. So yes, this automation keeps our team on the top of new opportunities and help us to build stronger relationship with our potential clients. Also, maybe with this setup, I can convert my leads into paying clients. So yes, this was it for the video, and over here you can see the two contacts I created during this video with the help of my workflow, and also you can see the two messages I sent to my Microsoft Teams with the help of my workflow. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.